Yes, I'd like to speak. Well, first, on your pre-conferencing, I hope you don't change the name of any street. It's a big burden to the residents when you do it. If you want to put a complimentary sign,
That's what we're doing.
that's there. But if you change it, it's a lot of fun with that. In regards to the last meeting, there was a big discussion about the 2.6% of the town, of the apartments on Terry Street to town employees. You all agreed it was illegal, ultra vires, non-enforceable and all. But you had already approved that.
No, we didn't.
You approved
Do
it
you
on
have a signed copy of it?
December.
Do you have a signed copy of it, or you just reading the one excerpt?
You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the financial
You're talking about
agreement.
the developers agreement.
Right, and
Do you have a signed copy of it? You have a signed copy?
No, but you voted on it December
I'm asking you if
19th.
you have a signed copy.
No, I don't. Okay, well, that'll raise it.
You saw a draft. You saw a draft.
Excuse me.
I'm telling you, you
The
saw a
next question
draft.
is, that was held at the December 19th meeting, or Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you voted for
There's
it,
been a change.
and it was wrong. Well, then, you have to start all, if there's been a change, you have to re-advertise, am I not correct?
I don't know.
An ordinance can only be changed by an amendment to the ordinance.
It was a resolution. And what I believe you were speaking to was not the final copy of that redevelopment agreement.
Well, what did you vote on?
In the final copy, there was no set aside. All
Well,
right?
we have a copy of it.
That was a gesture that the developer had made early on. And I believe he was informed that it wasn't appropriate and that he couldn't do that.
Good, Ben, you got 5 minutes on this.
Well,
Public participation, you got 5 minutes.
I have a copy of it.
I know you do.
It doesn't say it's a
Is it a
draft.
signed copy? I'm asking you, is it a signed copy?
No, but you,
Okay, it's not valid then. Okay? It's not a valid,
that's what I'd like you to say
I said it.
on the record.
Okay, I said it.
Not valid.
I said it.
Okay, so, and I'm just pleading with you to not give any more of these pilots. It's not only that we're only going to get approximately 20% or 25% of what the rest of us taxpayers pay, the schools get nothing, and I want to bring that home. The schools get nothing.
Unless
So-
we decide we want to give them something.
Huh?
Unless we decide as a council that we want to give them something.
Well, even if you were so generous, you're only collecting that these.
Please don't yell out because I don't want to be written up in the paper.
Well, just so you know, Mr. Mayor, I defended you in the council at the Board of Education meeting.
I appreciate
All
that.
right. So what happens is, if we use the expert, not me, not my expert, the developer's expert tax attorney came here in January of 14, and he said that the fair taxes on that would be $4,000 and $4,500 per unit. If we use that expert's figures, the legitimate taxes should be about $700 and $2,000 a year. If we use the same tax rate that Mayor Kimball and me pay, the 3.83, all right, it should be a little over $1 million in taxes. But according to this agreement, we're only getting $284,000 or $297, the two different things there. So even if you were to give them anything, you're talking, we're only getting a quarter of what we should legitimately be
Okay, I'm
getting.
not saying you're wrong, but I would have to verify that with our tax assessor.
So the point is, the Board of Ed doesn't get it. They've got expenses, you know, they're talking about renovations or a new school and all that. So what happens? They have to raise their budget, which raises our taxes. So this is no savings. So in fairness to all the taxpayers and the schools and the students, these pilots do not work. The Matthew box of the state controller's report says it doesn't work, and it says to the detriment of the school system. So we're begging you to go back to ground zero and forget it, because why would you build 156 units on a 76-foot wide piece of parcel? You just had a fire in Maplewood, the second one by these high-density ones. I went up there the next day on a Sunday, and what is that, talking to one of the firemen, he said, yeah, they're so packed in, we can't get around the buildings. They're trying to fight from the street. The same thing there, what are you gonna do? You got a railroad on one side, you got people's houses on the other side. How are you gonna do that?
Thank you.
And one more thing in
Go
there,
ahead.
you say it's a non-condemnation area needing redevelopment. Well, in the developer's agreement, it says that the developer may request the council to declare it, to exert, it's in the developer's agreement. So,
And which is not signed.
okay, but these things are in there. And you and the town attorney and the town, you all said that night, we read it, I didn't see it in there. Well, obviously it's in there.
No, because that night, you shouldn't even have brought that up when you did. It should have been strictly on the financial agreement.
Mayor, you conducted meetings. I know you
I know,
proved
you
that
tricked
night.
me. You
did.
tricked me. You
You
tricked me
did.
once. You
I
didn't
didn't
do it a
bring it
second
up.
time.
I didn't bring it up. My wife brought it up, but she didn't realize it was the financial agreement. You should have said, excuse me, Mr. Frantantoni,
I
that's not
told
the
you,
thing.
you got away with it that time.
Yeah, well,
But you won't get away with it
don't,
again.
don't blame it on me. I don't run the meeting, you
Okay.
do.
I do.
Yeah,
Your time is up.
so you do.
Your
So
time is
please,
up.
I'm asking you, especially
Your time
Councilman
is up.
Harry, it's your ward, stand up like a man and speak loud and clear for the people in your ward.